ask you a question.
And what would that be?
How did your bread making go today?
Today, I would call a success. Yesterday's effort was a disaster.
Yeah.
But I halved the mixture this time
Yeah.
in the packet.
New bread maker. We used the whole packet mix in there yesterday, and we suspect it was too much for the bread maker. The lid started to open at one point, so it wasn't really that great. The bits that were good, but today we decided to use half the packet mixture. And
It's way better.
so we've left the marina at Roslyn Bay. It's 2 or 3 days of nice weather forecast, so we're just on our way across to Sloping Island, which is up basically near North Keppel. So that's Great Keppel over there in the distance, and if you sort of look through underneath the boom there, that's North Keppel, and Sloping Island's out at the southern end of that. So there is one mooring there, I believe, so we'll go and have a look. Maybe we'll get the mooring. If not, we might just have an anchor. We'll see what it looks like. So a bit of a change of plans. We were going to stop straight in front there at Sloping Island, straight underneath the high peak there. There's a little blue mooring in the water, which you probably can't see, but yeah, there's a nice little public mooring. We pulled up on it for a bit. There was just a bit of swell coming in through that gap between the islands here, so what we've done is ended up coming over here underneath Pumpkin Island. How appropriate. So yeah, it's not too bad here. The swell's sort of bending around the corner, and we've pretty much got it on the bow, so if it stays there, that'll be very nice for tonight, I think. Got a bit of reef just behind us. I don't know if you can make that out or not, but it's probably 60-70 meters back behind us there, so I don't think it's going to be a big problem. We're in, but we had a bit of a drama with the anchor as we were dropping it out. It got jammed in the gypsy. The chain got jammed in there. I had to get onto it with a hammer and WD, and after a bit of swearing and cursing and thumping with a hammer, managed to get it free. So yeah, it's a beautiful little spot there though. Apparently it was for sale recently. Can't remember how much. It was like 25 million or something like that. Could have bought that little island there. Not bad. They had a deep water anchorage out the front. It'd be nice. Okay, get our first fish for the morning, out fishing in the dinghy. I have absolutely no idea what it is, but it's a very pretty fish.
It's a beautiful fish.
I'll have to look that one up. It looks a little bit job fishy, but no, I don't know.
Show us the pretty colours on his face. It's the beautiful colours.
Here's a beautiful fish. It's going back in, bud.
He goes.
And it's got one. What have you got?
Prettiest fish I've ever seen.
Little red emperor. Hold him around here so you can see him in the light.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, a little baby one. Anyway, we'll get him back in.
Yeah.
We got another cod.
It's a pretty one.
I think that's a bird wire cod.
They're pretty.
Pretty annoying. It is a pretty fish. Anyway.
It's got my kind of patterns on it.
Well, looks like another little bird wire. Fortunately, we're using circle hooks, so they'll get pinned in the mouth. Minimal harm done. Okay, so we've given up on the fishing. Lots of little fish, but nothing too notable, so we're going back over here to Sloping Island for a bit of a snorkel. Coral look pretty nice, the views look pretty nice, so let's see how it goes. Beautiful day out here. Pumpkin Island over here, the old 4X Island. Very nice.
Sam's got a shark poker in her hand.
How's it look? Huh?
It's deep.
What do you got, Precious? You caught a fish. Oh, look at that's massive cobia.
I can't get it in.
It's so big, this cobia, Sam can't even get it in. It's time to get out of Pumpkin Island. This is probably the very early stages of quite a big blow that's supposed to come through. It was forecast to go around to the south last night, and it's done it, and you can see now there's just a little bit of swell starting to creep in here. There's a little bit of a rolly night there. Bit of a mission getting the dinghy up in that swell, but anyway, we got it done. We're going to go over to Keppel Sands Marina to ride out this blow. They're talking up to about 35-40 knots in the gusts, so it's going to be gnarly. And anyway, we had a good couple of days out here, but all good things must come to an end. It's like the Pumpkin Island helicopter is off. Not sure where he's going. Just doing a loop and a land again. I'm just doing a flyby. Oh, we've just spotted a whale. There it is, just off the right hand tip of the island. It is.
Clean all this up so it doesn't run down
Is that right, Skip? Okay, no worries. So, we've made it into the marina, Keppel Sands Marina at Roslyn Bay. All tied up, all plugged in. Got our sophisticated step system in place, make it nice and easy to get on. Another beautiful day today. Supposed to have smoked into 30 knots at some point, but not so far. We had about 10 knots on the way across. Night's sleep last night. We're tied up at the marina and it's so windy, the ropes are all creaking, and I woke up this morning to this beautiful rainbow. Nice. Here's the upside of being stuck on the marina. Pumpkin likes to cook some nice breakfasts, so got some beautiful pancakes today. Yum. pretty magic day here today. Fisherman's Beach, Great Keppel Island. Postcard material. Pumpkin, you're nearly there. I'm not telling. It is just here. Well, the first look out anyway. I think that's going to do our crew today. There's a bit of a view. Looks like the end of Leaks Beach. See the creek there, and then Svensson's in the background. Nice. Here she comes. You made it. It's all right. Come and have a look at the view.
No, I've got to sit down first.
Good on you. Let's have a look over the other side. A few trees in the way of this one, but yeah, you can see a long way. Well, we're on the move again. This time we've just left Roslyn Bay Keppel Sands Marina, back in the distance there, and we're heading north today to somewhere in the vicinity of Port Clinton or Island Head Creek. We're not exactly sure yet. The wording on the latest notice to mariners is not great. It says you can't anchor or navigate within 500 metres of a vessel engaged in the war games going on. But I took that to mean you can't anchor within that 500 metres or navigate within that 500 metres. But if I anchor outside of that 500 metres, I'm all good. So I was planning to go into Port Clinton, but now I'm not convinced I can do that. So I'm going to call up the authorities when they get out of bed and see what's happening. Got about 15 knots, bit rainy, a little bit of swell, but nothing crazy. So we're hoping it's about a 7-hour passage, something like that. We've just come past Manifold Island there, Cape Manifold in the background. We often go inside that, but I've decided to go outside it today. But have a look at the current on the water just back there. It got really gnarly there for a little bit. It's only for a couple of 100 metres, but yeah, nasty. Bit of blue sky finally. Don't know how long it's going to last, but you can tell by the clears here that it's all been raining very recently. Anyway, we've decided we're going to head up towards Island Head Creek, I think. So we've got probably another couple of hours to do. We're getting along all right though, we're doing. So we've actually pulled the headsail down because we're very square. If you look down here, you might be able to see on the wind instrument there. We're sitting between 150 and 170 a lot of the time. Just the main up now, but we're still doing our sort of, you know, high 6s and 7s, occasionally 8s. So just going to keep trucking, but a little bit ugly out here, so I haven't done a whole lot of filming today. Let's get the job done, I think. Just going past Dome Island and Split Island just there, out the front of Pearl Bay, and then up ahead is the entrance to Island Head Creek where we're going. So it's been a pretty gnarly little passage. Plenty of wind up to about 25 knots. Bit of current against us at times. We're actually motoring now. We pulled the sail down when we had to jibe. We had about 6 or 7 miles to go, so we decided we just, rather than jibe the main, we set our full main up in 25 knots. So we decided we'd pull the main down We just made it the last bit of it. Got in behind the island here a bit now. The swell's settled down a bit, but out a bit wider there was a bit gnarly. Anyway, we're nearly there. Only got about 4 miles to go now.
A bit ugly. We could see it coming from behind, but it caught up with us. Pretty ugly. Hey Pumpkin, a bit wet back there. It's blowing in the back.
27 knots.
Oh.
Only got a mile to go. Not fair. Can't see where we're going.
Going over here somewhere.
Well, that was a tough day. Not all days cruising are fun. Got up first thing this morning with a great plan to go into Port Clinton for a few days, do a bit of crabbing and fishing, and then found out that due to a bit of dodgy wording in one of the notices to mariners, I should say, that perhaps we weren't allowed to go into Port Clinton. So we made the call that we would just go into Island Head Creek, which is where we are now. So Island Head Creek's another, I don't know, 2 or 3 hours past Port Clinton, so it was a bit of a punish. The wind was getting stronger. Big gnarly rainstorm came through. So anyway, we're in. We're anchored. The ropes are all packed up. I'm going to have a rum. And probably an early night. It was just a punish today.